Today, we're talking about the art of persuasion. You know, that special skill that takes a really great idea and turns it into something that actually makes a difference. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You've got this amazing concept, you lay out all the facts perfectly, and then nothing. It just falls flat. And you're sitting there thinking, why didn't they get it? Well, it turns out it's usually not about how good your idea is. It's about how well you deliver it. But here's the good news. There's actually a proven toolkit out there, a way to make your message not just get heard, but actually get felt and acted on. Yeah, it's kind of like the secret sauce, the thing that explains why some ideas just pull people in, while others, well, they just disappear. And what's really cool about this super powerful system, it's not some new fad or life hack. No, it's a set of principles that people have been studying for centuries. We're talking about ideas first laid out by the philosopher Aristotle. These are like the original building blocks for making an argument that actually sticks. All right, so first up, we have something called ethos. This is your foundation. It's the thing that answers that silent question everybody is thinking. Okay, why should I even listen to you? Imagine this. A world-class chef gives you a recipe. You're probably going to try it, right? But if it's from some random person online, maybe not. You trust the chef because of their experience. That is ethos. It's all about your credibility, your trustworthiness. It's the reason people decide, okay, I'm going to pay attention. Okay, next up is pathos. This is all about emotion. This is the real heart of your message. See, logic can convince someone's brain, for sure, but it's emotion that actually gets them to do something. It's the reason a charity will tell you the story of one single person instead of just throwing a bunch of statistics at you. Pathos is all about making your audience feel something, whether it's hope or urgency or joy. It's about forging that human connection that pure logic just can't reach. And finally, we've got logos. This is the appeal to pure, cold, hard reason. Think of it as the skeleton holding your whole argument up. It's the data, the evidence, the clear, step-by-step logic that basically says, look, this isn't just a gut feeling, this is a fact. It's that undeniable proof that makes your argument not just persuasive, but totally solid. Now, here's the secret. The real magic isn't in using just one of these. Nope. It's about weaving all three together. I mean, think about it, right? Your credibility, your ethos, that earns you the right to even speak. Then your airtight logic, your logos, proves you're right. And finally, that emotional hook, your pathos, is what makes your point totally unforgettable and makes people want to act. So all three are super important. But let's zoom in on what might be the most powerful and honestly the most overlooked tool in this whole kit. And that's emotion. Because you've heard it before, facts tell but feelings sell. And that's true whether you're trying to sell a product, an idea, or a whole new vision for the future. So, okay, what's the best way to deliver that emotion? It's simple, really. A story. Our brains are literally hardwired for narrative. A good story can just blow right past someone's skepticism and connect directly with them on an emotional level. It makes your message so much more powerful than a boring list of bullet points ever could. And look, a good story doesn't have to be this big, complicated thing. Not at all. It really just needs three key parts. First, a main character, a protagonist that your audience can relate to. Second, a clear problem or conflict they get right away. And third, a resolution that shows a way out of that problem. A resolution that, hey, just so happens to be exactly what you're trying to persuade them to do. So when you're building that story, you've got to think, what specific emotion do I want my audience to feel? Are you trying to get them excited and hopeful about the future? Do you want to show them the joy that your idea can bring? Or maybe you need to tap into the fear of what happens if they don't act, or the sadness of how things are right now. Hitting those core feelings, that's the real key to getting people to make a decision. Okay, so we've got the big three down: ethos, pathos, and logos. Now let's get even more practical. We're going to add a few more techniques to your playbook that will make your arguments completely airtight when you're out there in the real world. Here are three really simple but crazy effective tactics. First, repetition. Say it again. Your most important points need to be repeated to really sink in. Second, tackle the counterarguments. Don't be afraid of objections. Address them head on. When you do that, you shut them down and you make yourself look even more credible. And third, have a super clear call to action. Don't you dare leave people hanging, wondering what they're supposed to do next. And believe me, the difference is huge. A weak call to action is just vague. It leaves people feeling confused. But a strong one, it's specific, it's direct, and it gives them one clear, easy next step. Think of it as the bridge that takes them from, yeah, I agree with you, to, okay, I'm going to do something about it. All right, so we've talked about this ancient framework. We've covered some powerful modern techniques. We've seen how logic, emotion, and your own credibility all have to work together to create a message that really inspires people. But knowing all this stuff is one thing. Actually using it, that's where the real magic happens. You now have that fundamental toolkit. Seriously, whether you're about to give a presentation in a boardroom, or you're pitching a new project, or maybe you're just fighting for a cause you really believe in, these principles can completely change your ability to connect with people and convince them. So this isn't just some abstract theory, right? This is a real, practical guide to making your ideas matter. You've got the tools now. So the only question left to ask is, what idea are you going to bring to life?